Moving in a place without being physically present. How can that work? At the Karlsruher Institute of Technologie, scientists conduct research into this very concept, telepresence. Telepresence means to move virtually into a target environment. The user sees by means of this so-called head-mounted display. When the user turns his or her head, he or she looks in that direction, as in real life. When he or she runs in the real world, he or she also moves in the virtual world. And then we would like the user to be able to translate his or her motion to a teleoperator moving in this remote world, in this target environment, and we would like to transmit sensations from that remote world back to our user. These technologies are helpful especially when the real target environment is too far away, too dangerous, or even non-existent. We use this approach, for instance, for evacuation scenarios in ships or aircraft which do not yet exist or are still under construction. In this way, you would be able to run evacuation drills by means of this interface. What looks as if the user were running around in circles does serve a purpose. To be able to cover long distances in the virtual world, movements in the real world need to be adapted. We developed a procedure for this purpose, which is called motion compression. A special algorithm ensures that a curve in the real world becomes a straight line in the virtual environment. As the display completely hides the eyes, the user does not see the curved path. However, telepresence is to be more than a visual experience. Also, physical contact impressions are to be simulated in the target environment. One of its major challenges was the development of this haptic interface. The user is roaming freely. It is important then that we are really able to transmit the haptic information, the force information, from that remote environment into the hands of the user. This technology is still in its infancy. The telepresence experience as yet is limited to a few sensory channels. However, as technology progresses, also telepresence will become more and more complex. For the distant future, I could imagine a much deeper immersion into the environment. For instance, that one would wear a bodysuit, which would allow one to interact with the environment much more comprehensively than now. At the moment, we can interact with this system only visually, acoustically, and by means of this one hand. Surely this is going to become much more sophisticated in the future.